Hi, everyone.
Hi, everybody. I'm Joanna Kletter, Principal School 4.
And I am Diane Provito, the Assistant Superintendent of Curriculum and Instruction. And we are so happy to welcome you to OSD Go Live, Episode 8. And this is going to be a fantastic episode because I have a very special guest with us. As you heard, we are joined by the incredible principal of school number 4, the little school with the big heart. That's you.
Yeah, that's me. So I'd like to start by saying my colleagues make this look not like it's not nerve-wracking, but this is actually very frightening. So I feel more frightened to be on YouTube right now than I do when I have 300 children in the gym at a morning meeting. So welcome, and I'm glad to have everyone here. Mrs. Provito is going to keep her eye on the side over there so we know who I can say hello to. I have picked 2 books for you tonight. One of them is one of my favorites, and I bet many of you have actually heard me read it before, but I picked it because it reminds me a lot of Makerspace and the work we've been doing with being creative and curious and just taking a look at low-tech items like a box. Yes, I said a box. So this is not a box. You might notice something. It looks like a box. And it says this side up, and it's made of cardboard. It really does look like a box. And it's called Not a Box. There's my friend the rabbit. He's noticed something out of the corner of his eye. He noticed a box. That's just like my children when an Amazon package comes. Here he goes. He's pushing the box. And here we go. Why are you sitting in a box? It's not a box. What is it, everyone? What are you doing on top of that box? Any guesses? What could it be? He's standing on top of it. What could it be? What could it be? It's not a box. Why are you squirting a box? Uh-oh, he's squirting a box. Any ideas? I know you have them. Let's see. I said it's not a box. That's to all our firemen out there. Now you're wearing a box. Thoughts? Wearing a box. What could it be? That is not a box. Are you still standing around that box? Now, if I was reading this in front of you at school, I'd be stamping my feet and having a tantrum. It's not a box. Look at that. It is certainly not a box. Maybe it's a pirate ship. Maybe it's a hot air balloon. Maybe he's captain of a tugboat or riding on an elephant through a safari, but it is not a box. Well, what is it then? Okay, boys and girls, all look at your parents and put on your best thinking face. Well, what is it? It's my not a box. So boys and girls, what should you do with a box or in all things in life? You should use your imagination, and then you might just think outside the box. So I hope you liked my book, and I think Mrs. Provito is going to let me know who might be watching before I read one more book for you. Let's see. So let's say hi to Jacqueline Rosenberg, John Hamburg, the DiFrancesco family, the Meadowfick family. I hope I didn't mess that up. I say hello to Adriana, to Mrs. Lewitton and Noah, to Mrs. Lanzetta and Lucas, and to Stacy. So thank you for being here, and I have one more book for you. And Mrs. Provito is going to keep taking note if anyone else is out there. I hope you're out there. We're not competitive at all, but I'd be very sad if I had the lowest numbers of people watching. So start texting and tweeting your friends. All right. So my next book for you is called So Few of Me, and it's by Peter Reynolds. And I did not pick this book by accident. I picked it on purpose. Peter Reynolds is one of our favorite authors, and on Twitter, he's very, very responsive. He often responds to things that we put up there, and it's wonderful to have a connection with an author. I also put it up there because this book was given to us by our PTA. All the parents at School 4 gave the staff this year this book at Staff Appreciation, and I thought it was a beautiful gift. Peter Reynolds wrote a message right here in the copy of the book that I have. As the list of things to do is never ending. Just be sure that one of your to-dos is to take time for yourself. So Few of Me by Peter Reynolds. Leo was a busy lad. No matter how hard he worked, there's more to do. Maybe making a list would help. Leo's list of things to do grew and grew. So few of me and so much to do. If only there were two of me. Just then there was a knock at the door. Leo opened the door and blinked, rubbed his eyes. It was another him. The new Leo grabbed the list and said, "Two of us will get it done." He was helpful, but found even more to do. A third Leo joined the two. How about four? Four makes a fantastic team. But maybe a fifth would be even better. A sixth came in to help organize the lot. After meeting for hours, they decided they needed a seventh. With 7 Leos, there was 7 times as much work. Leo sighed and said, 8 to catch our breath. The 8 Leos worked furiously. Maybe 9 Leos would get it done. No. And one more to make 10, each one busier than the next. Leo, 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 and Leo paused to review their list. Back to work, 9 Leos shouted. No time to stop, no time to rest. But Leo himself was exhausted. He slipped away to take a nap. Leo awoke to 9 other Leos staring at him. What were you doing? They demanded. Leo said softly. Dreaming was not on the list, they roared. Leo smiled, still savoring his dream. The Leos disappeared one by one. Leo wondered, what if I did less, but I did? Then 1 Leo is all I need. Just one, with time to dream. And there's Leo dreaming. So thank you for tuning in. I think we have some more people to give a little bit of a shout out to. So I'm waiting for my list. Ooh, I'm so excited.
Trying to get them all for you.
I hope you enjoyed that book. There's lots of books by Peter Reynolds that I can recommend. We love The Jot. We love Ish. The Water Princess was one that really just inspired so many of our students. And we hope that you'll read those if you haven't. And wow, let's see what we have to say.
Goodness. There's a big list going on here. That took me a while, so thanks for waiting. Here are your shout-outs, Mrs. Kletter.
Oh, my goodness. So Miss Shaldiner's on, Mrs. Burke is on, Caitlin M. Me and Mark Goldsmith, Beth 2, 9E, 6, School 3 are all in the house. Allison Anzanato, Annie C, Olivia, the Sappos, Seamus, I'm so sorry. Seamus, Ariana, Shaman, Zachary Dyer.
Those you
And
said.
then I did, woo, 2 sides. Woohoo.
There's probably a few more on that sidebar that we might have missed. And if we did miss you, we're so sorry. We'll try to catch you the next episode. I hope you had a terrific time listening to Mrs. Kletter. She's a pretty good reader, I have to say. I did get a little bit of feedback on the sidebar that the bunny is an interesting looking fellow. yeah. They were saying that's a funky looking bunny there. And of course, you do know that OSD Go Read, our wonderful community reading campaign, has some really big supporters out there, some authors who from the very beginning have been supporting what we're doing here in Oceanside. And one of them happens to be, yes, Mr. Peter Reynolds. We have to give this book out of Peter Reynolds to our world also. We just want to let Peter Reynolds know, and Paul Reynolds, that the Reynolds authors are so important here in Oceanside, and we thank you for bringing beautiful text to our community. Of course, we thank Miss Kletter. She did a really good job.
Very welcome.
Now, I think we have to let you know who's next on the docket for OSD Go Live. Are you ready?
Who is it?
Drum roll.
Who is it? Oh.
Ready? Next up,
it's Mrs. Stewart from School 8. Yay!
So be on the lookout for that. And everyone, don't forget our community reading campaign. We want to let you know that you should OSD Go Read.
Have a great
Bye,
night.
everybody.
Bye.
Good night.